this thing rolling. Pitt lined up for the opening kickoff. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Cal Bears offense will take the field first. And we've been really eager to see this matchup. This quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal in this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. If you make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch.
Gets away from one. He's got space. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Finds a crease at the 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
Well, this guy obviously spent a lot of time in the film room this week because he is dissecting this defense early in the game in the opening drive. Great job with his eyes, great job with his rhythm, an explosive play there. This defense does not have an answer for this dude.
To throw on 1st down. Touchdown, Golden Bears! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. So the Pitt Panthers offense has the ball for the first time. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse. Do they let him make it? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups? Or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance to do it.
Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Turning it on. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going. And
the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, you saw this guy in all the highlights after that 4-sack performance his last time out. He's not resting on his laurels. He's hungry for more. Registers his first sack of the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
Well, this team came out with their hair on fire. The offense drives down the field, scores a touchdown on their opening possession, and now the defense is dominating as well. Already their 2nd sack, and you've got to give this head coach a ton of credit. He did a great job getting this football team physically and mentally ready to play here today.
Pitt will have to boot this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Finding an escape route. He's stopped after picking up one to the 23. All right, guys, let's talk a second about Cal. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number 1 on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme. And sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough. So got to continue to play well within the conference.
And the Golden Bears line up to punt it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game, they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
Looking to throw, it's Hilton. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, ball's at the 25. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Going over the top. A strike downfield. Oh, he's got some space. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished with a huge play in the passing game, covering 75 yards to house it. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Using his legs, it's great. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Golden Bears will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the tailback. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. Dropping back, it's Hilton. He's got an open man. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Pitt pushing the pace. Defense in press coverage. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Moves around to clear up the vision.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
I think the thing that's so impressive about this defense, it's not just the athleticism and the ability to get to the quarterback, it's the variety of the ways they can do it. Sometimes it's a 4-man rush, sometimes it's a 3-man rush, sometimes it's all-out blitz. But with the speed they have, especially in that front 7, it has been a nightmare for this offense. They've been giving up sack after sack after sack in this game.
He'll be stopped just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. 4th down coming. Let's see if they go for it here. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. And we'll start the 2nd quarter as they try to hang up a 3 spot. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And here in the 2nd quarter, we remain all knotted up.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up the 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. He's taking the shot. He's got it for a big play. And the big game, they've got it on the 46.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Brady. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Golden Bears are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to run for it. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on third down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these third downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run the option. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man quick. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
They'll throw it from the red zone. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Complete out of the backfield. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that 3rd down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle center.
He's got him. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And the field goal unit is on the field. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. It is perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, we head to Dallas for a final update on one of the best games every year, the Red River Rivalry. Texas looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Horns. Offense, defense, and special teams doing its part. Hook 'em, and they hooked a W in this one.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Touchdown, Cal! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you, they knock it out. You got to do a better job next time of keeping two hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
He'll start the return inside his spot. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Out of the gun, the inside give. Got enough for the first. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
I'll tell you, this defense and their front seven, they're going to have to play with great eye discipline because they know they are going to see this type of misdirection in their run game, and they got gashed there.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can break. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable.
Intercepted for the 11th time. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to bring the field position with the return. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Bray. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back.
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Stopped at the 12-yard line, and he wanted that pick six. He'll have to settle for setting up his offense. Offense in a bunch formation. To the air, it's Hilton. Incomplete. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Polar. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football late.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
The Golden Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Back to pass. He'll try to do it himself. Moving past the 25. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And this defense, how about it, man? Putting some pressure on the quarterback, getting the big sack, but now letting him take off and get so many yards back and climb back in this third down situation. Good response by this offense from a disastrous first down.
So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it. Open space at the 25. He'll be stopped just outside the 20 at the 21 in the waning moments here in the first half. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. And they almost came up with that pick in the end zone. What a stop that would have been.
Man, if he doesn't drop it, there's 2 picks and 2 consecutive drives. He was in a great position to make another play. He just couldn't secure the catch.
He wants to change this route. Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. Firing to the right, complete. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
One more snap coming before halftime. He'll set up to throw. Touchdown, Golden Bear! Fit it in the window for the score. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
I gotta tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Berkeley. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside California Memorial Stadium.
The Golden Bears will kick it away to start the second half. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. He'll do it himself. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Pitt will line up to punt it away. He's got it. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led him to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Golden Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. The Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Finding open areas.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Flushed out of the pocket. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
You know, as a quarterback, when you make good decisions like that, your coordinator and play caller are going to keep dialing up these RPO-type plays, right? Nobody open, you're not forcing the football into traffic, you're not freaking out and throwing it away or running out of bounds. Just go get what you can get. It's a positive play for the offense.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Cal! And the stomping has commenced. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Gives it on the option. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Great pass, it's complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Back to throw, it's Hilton. Quarterback now breaking the field. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. Pitt will have to boot this one away. He'll have to punt for the 4th time today. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead, now punt.
Sprinting away! Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through. make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback, you're happy to oblige.
Touchdown, Golden Bear! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And these offenses getting a rhythm. They're hard. Stop. Already up early. Got a short field. Take advantage of it, too. Get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Louisville opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Never know what can happen when two good teams face off, but even the most plugged in...
There he goes! He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
This has got to be frustrating if you're the offensive coordinator because you've had receivers open down the field, just haven't had time to get them the football. This defense doing an outstanding job with their pass rush.
Oh, they're after him. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Pitt will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Wide open downfield. Kearney on the Jets. Inside the touchdown, Cal. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiver group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. 4 receivers set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Hilton. Unloads it downfield. Reels it in down the left side. Hits the crease. Touchdown, Panthers. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the run from inside his own 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop it. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Got out of trouble and throws. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Golden Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
3rd and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
Here we go. Tries to get it on the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down. No matter what, if I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that first down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route.
This time on target. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times, those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times, good things happen.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates a negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And the Panthers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking for room at the 40. Breaks into the open. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Panthers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Pulls it in. It's Carter. He's out of bounds after a good pickup, and the clock will stop not only because he's out of bounds, but it's the 2-minute timeout. And the Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Picked off to stop the threat. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Looking downfield on first down. Going downfield for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And, man, it can be dangerous when quarterbacks get outside the pocket. They can stress your defense so bad. You better chase them. You got to keep running as hard as you can and try to get to him before he can throw that football, and especially square those shoulders up. Nice job by the defense continuing to pursue, even though he got outside the pocket.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. The Golden Bears decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. They'll start this drive from the 42. Looking to throw, it's Everett. Finds his tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense has got to execute a bit.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack at the equation.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give on the inside. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.